Hey guys, welcome back inside of the Plastic Planet. I am your host, Nick Nack, joined once again for the first time in the new year by my really long-time best buddy in the whole frickin' world, Uncle Pat. Uncle Pat has joined us today in the Plastic Planet because you got a little bit of an acquisition this week, did you not?
One that I'm actually excited about, unlike the last Star Wars acquisition that I got, I wasn't quite so excited.
Yeah, that's right. If you watched my review of his premium format Sideshow Collectibles Han Solo Bespin statue that we did about 2 months ago, you'll get that. So go ahead and check that card right there, and you can watch that video if you want to see some more fun antics with me and Uncle Pat. Nevertheless, yeah, you are excited about this figure. What is it? What are we looking at?
This is the Emperor Palpatine with throne from Hot Toys Collectibles. So very excited. This is the Deluxe set. You could get the original. You could get just the Palpatine. But this is the one that comes with the light-up throne.
All right, so this is all the bells and whistles, guys.
All the bells and whistles.
All the bells and whistles, guys. Stay tuned. This is going to be awesome right now.
Nick Nack's Plastic Planet. With your host, it's Nick Nack!
Alrighty, and here it is, all removed from its protective shipper, Uncle Pat. Looking really, really nice. This looks like a fantastic piece. I was kind of curious myself on how this piece would be shipped with the Emperor and the throne together, where you'd get like a separate Hot Toys box and then a separate throne, kind of like the way the old Sideshow Collectibles was back in the day, which I have upstairs, which we will be doing a full compare and contrast on here in just a moment as soon as we get this bad boy out. But anyway, what are your thoughts on this shipper so far?
Well, I mean, there's really not too much to it. I mean, a lot of these, I think we've seen a lot of these shippers or the box is, has a lot of artwork, has a lot of cool, extras, right? Just graphics. This one's really plain.
Yeah, most of Hot Toys don't have a lot of fanfare on them. Go ahead and give it a 360 for us, though. Just give it a spin, just so people can see. Yeah, this is an absolutely standard Hot Toys box.
Bare bones.
Alrighty, so we've gone ahead and removed that exterior slipper. It's a slipper, and we removed that exterior slipper, and that's the interior box artwork. And then if Uncle Pat, if you'd be so kind, just to flip it around and show us what's on the other side. Dun dun dun. It's the damn figure. Oh, look at him. He's all packed in there together, really nice and tight. We're gonna keep this part a little brief because all we're getting is reflection from our studio lights here on the clamshell, and so you probably aren't seeing a whole lot. But it looks like he's got Luke's lightsaber there. Of course, his cane, an assortment of the hand gestures, and the throne, and of course, the great Dark Lord himself, Darth Sidious, aka Emperor Palpatine. Sheev Palpatine. Did you know Sheev was his first name?
I did not know Sheev.
Sheev is his first name, Sheev Palpatine. All right, let's get this bad boy open right now. Are you excited?
I'm ready to do it.
I'm excited. Let's do it. Alrighty, guys, and here he is, all removed from his packaging, and I gotta tell you, Uncle Pat, this looks absolutely fantastic. Look how gorgeous that figure looks. I can just keep my own shadow off of him. Look at that face sculpt. Is that just like, oh, I love like the eyes, his eyes and the bags around his eye sockets and his forehead. That signature forehead, I remembered so distinctly from Return of the Jedi.
Absolutely.
What are your first thoughts as you opened this figure?
Oh, I mean, yeah, they nailed Ian McDermott's likeness. Well, of course, with all the prosthetic makeup that they put on him, and the smile, the
grimace, the teeth. The teeth are such a signature of Palpatine from Return of the Jedi. Go ahead, Uncle Pat, if you don't mind. It's awesome having two sets of hands here. Go ahead and give that figure a 360 for us, and just kind of see the whole thing, kind of see his profile. Stop right there. Look at that profile. Don't you remember the opening scene when he first came on in Return of the Jedi? You're a little kid, you're 7, 8 years old, sitting in the theater, and you remember seeing his side profile as he's talking to Vader, saying like, "Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen." Doesn't that just take you back?
Absolutely.
Just so amazing. All right, keep going. Let's get that backside real fast. Looking so damn good. And I do apologize, guys. Usually we are upstairs filming. If it's a new Star Wars reveal, I wouldn't be down here filming it in the archive room of the Plastic Planet, but I just had cable put in up there, and it's a mess. So we're filming down here today. Again, look at that side profile. So gorgeous. Yeah, I love that figure so much. He's looking really good, dude. I gotta tell you, I'm pretty goddamn jealous. And of course, here's the throne. Now, we're gonna give you the ins and outs on this throne here in just a second. And it's looking really, really nice. It is made of plastic, though, correct?
It is. It wasn't very heavy, which, I think both of us were expecting more of maybe some polystone, some metal,
right,
something.
right. And we're gonna compare, too. I'm gonna go upstairs here in a minute and bring down my older Sideshow Emperor throne, and that is made of polystone. So that'll be an interesting compare and contrast that we'll do for you guys just in 1 second. But let's get through some of these accessories here. As you can see, we've got a murderer's row of hand gestures there, including some force lightning that actually, like, I guess you wrap it around his fingers. I don't know if we're gonna do that for you guys today. Just seems kind of like a pain in the ass, but that's how that would look. And that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And of course, this is the exclusive, which came with Luke Skywalker's lightsaber hilt, which is also really, really awesome. And then, of course, there's some silicate here for munchies later.
That's right.
Looking awesome. So yeah, these are all the accessories, and let's get him in his throne, and let's get this guy lit up and talk a little bit more about this awesome-looking throne. I do dig the purple cushioning there. That is awesome. Alrighty, one more item I forgot to mention in his accessories. He does come with this really nice cardstock stand cover, so you can go with either this more I don't know, more metallic deck plating versus this is just feels a little more, I don't know. Would you call this more regal looking? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's a different deck plating. Maybe what's on the Death Star.
Yeah, maybe slightly deck plating. But nevertheless, you got two choices of deck plating here. This is a nice cardboard cardstock that Hot Toys does provide. They've been providing these recently with a lot of their figures, so you do have multiple kind of options here if you just choose to have him standing on the stand, which is really nice and well done, Hot Toys. Alrighty, here's the moment of truth, guys. He is posed up on his throne, looking really, really, pretty awesome, I gotta say. I mean, you would probably want to do some more futzing with this. We're just kind of in a hurry to get this review shot for you guys. But nevertheless, looking really, really nice. What are your impressions right now?
Well, like I mentioned before, I think it's dead on. I'm gonna have to go back and look at some of the stock to really pose him right. He does seem to sit a little bit off the ground in the chair, and I'm not sure if that's supposed to be that way.
Yeah, I'm not sure of that or not. Yeah, you can see there's like maybe I don't know, like a half, like a quarter of an inch off the ground there, off the floor there a little bit. That does look a little odd. I'm not sure though.
Well, maybe it's when Palpatine likes to spin in his chair.
Well, that's true. That's true. And yeah, why don't you do that? Give it a nice 360 there.
Okay. Spin him around.
Yeah, look at the control panels on the side there. I really do dig that a lot. It does have a nice sheen to it, the side of it.
It does.
It is plastic, as we mentioned earlier. The top, I really do like the control panel on the top.
The detail's great, as usual.
The detail is really nice. Now, here's the moment of truth. Why don't you light this bad boy up, and we'll talk about that feature. There it is. Now that light up feature is where on this piece?
It's just on the bottom and the front, so it's very accessible.
On the bottom and the front, so that's nice. You don't have to take it out of your shelf to turn it on if you want it on. And here's another plus that I think is great with this. What kind of batteries does it take?
AAA batteries.
Just plain old AAA stock batteries. No going to Walgreens for those LR44 hearing aid pain in the ass tiny batteries. This takes stock batteries that you're going to have laying around the house. It said on the directions it came with batteries. We searched and searched and searched.
There were no batteries.
We couldn't find the batteries, so I don't know. Maybe you didn't get batteries. Maybe they gypped you, or maybe there's just a miscommunication between Hot Toys' directions writing department and what they actually put in the box. But nevertheless, he didn't come with batteries that we saw. But yeah, looking really, really nice. If we could just kind of move him around just a little bit. Look at those controls. And now again, keep in mind, I've got some fairly bright studio lights behind us. So look how well that pops. Now, just for a second, I'm going to pop off the studio lights here, and then we'll get it. So look how much that just glows. Doesn't that look awesome? Now the studio lights are off, so it's a little darker in here, so you can kind of get the ambiance, and you can get the ambiance of the light coming down from underneath him as well. That's another feature that just looks really good. I think actually once we got those lights off, I'm really sold on these light up features, which I wasn't before. Yeah, look how good that looks. I gotta tell you, dude, I'm getting pretty damn jealous of this. I held off buying this piece because I have the complete set with the older Sideshow piece that has the Polystone throne and the Emperor from Sideshow that Sideshow did, oh god, maybe 8 years ago now. I don't have the date in front of me of how old that piece is, but I've had it for a good while. So anyway, let's go ahead right now. This looks amazingly awesome. We gave you guys a nice 360. You've seen the light up features. You've seen how great this thing looks in multiple lighting scenarios. Let's go ahead right now and do a little compare and contrast. I'm going to bring down my original Sideshow Collectibles Emperor, and let's see how it stacks up. And if you're like me and still have that older Sideshow Emperor, whether or not you should get off the fence and buy this thing. Let's do it. Alrighty, and once again, here is the Emperor Palpatine from Hot Toys, the deluxe version, which of course comes with the throne, as we've been showing off to you guys. And as we pan over just a little bit, you will see another throne accompanied by another Emperor Palpatine. And this, of course, is the Sideshow Collectibles version that came out more than just a couple of years ago now. It's actually been several years now, and I'm going to put that date here on the screen for you guys because I don't remember offhand. But nevertheless, here they are together, looking really, really cool. And you know what? These thrones are just, I don't know. There's like no perfect throne here, in my opinion, Uncle Pat. While yours has those awesome electronic features, which mine do not, mine also kind of has some more polystone incorporated into it, while yours is just complete plastic. So I feel like mine almost has a little bit more of a premium quality to it, but then again, yours has those amazing light up features. What are your thoughts?
I would agree. I mean, I do miss the heaviness of the polystone, right? But then again, at the end of the day, neither one of us are carrying these around, right? So
that's true.
You know, it's. I think if you had the original, there's nothing wrong with it. It's still good. But I mean, I think you will notice there are some definite differences between the two thrones in their shape. And their general sculpt.
I would agree with that as well. And I don't really truly know which is more accurate, if it's somewhere in the middle, or maybe the Hot Toys is more accurate because it's newer. So that's not always the case. Newer isn't always better, but not sure. I would say you would be safe to assume. Now you didn't have this set at all, so this was a no-brainer for you to get both. But I think it would be safe to say for someone like me, if I wanted to replace my my Emperor Palpatine, which honestly I still like this figure a lot, actually. But if I was so inclined to replace him, I think that I could put this Hot Toys figure on this throne, and I think it would still look fantastic. Wouldn't you agree?
I absolutely agree. I don't think you'd be losing anything by not doing the throne if you already have the nice parts.
Right. Is the extra? Would you say? I mean, I do enjoy these light up features, especially that underlit light up feature on him that I'm showing you guys right now. That underlit light feature right there. I'm digging these light up features. But would you say, in your opinion, it's worth the extra $100 to get the throne too? Just for those light up features alone, if you already had this.
If you already had it, I think it comes down, it may just come down to maybe movie accuracy on the thrones, right? Like how much either one is closer to the original. I don't know if you care about such things, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
How often do you turn on the lights too on your
right?
collectibles?
I'm not sure too. It looks like yours has like a divot, like an indentation here too, that mine does not. Interesting. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section which throne you like better. If you are an owner of this previous Sideshow piece, where are you as far as getting this piece? Leave a comment. Let us know what you guys are thinking. I gotta say I'm pretty damn jealous of yours, but I don't know if it's enough. If it's enough for me to throw some hard to come by cheddar these days at this.
I would definitely say not if you've already got a good Emperor Palpatine. The only reason I would buy this is if you buy it. I think it's the only way you can buy it, honestly. But if you didn't have a Palpatine to begin with, this I don't know that I'd rebuy. I know
you can get this piece separately, but I think he might be on the wait list currently at Sideshow Collectible or SideshowToy.com. So, at any rate, that's.
Should we show them the thrones together, maybe some top views and side views?
Absolutely. Let's do that, right? Alrighty, so per Uncle Pat's suggestion here, we've lined up both of these thrones. Here's a nice top view of them. And you know what? Right out of the gate, the key difference I noticed right out, just by looking at these together, is the new Hot Toys Deluxe version does seem to have this amazing looking silver trim around it. In addition, this headpiece, would you call that a headpiece, Uncle Pat?
Absolutely.
Yeah, this headpiece just looks a little bigger than the older Sideshow Collectibles version. But there you can see them, a bird's eye view, as it would be, of these two together. Also, the new Deluxe Sideshow version, or Hot Toys version. You get tongue-tied with comparing these. The new Hot Toys version does look the cushioning looks a little more purple, whereas the older one is a little more flat and metallic. But there they are together. Like we said before, let us know in the comment section which you prefer, and if this is one, if you own this previously, if this is enough, if the light up features and the new paint apps are enough to get you to spend that little extra amount of money, your hard-earned money, to get to get a new one, basically, to replace this. Is this obsolete? Let us know in the comments section. All right, guys, there it is. Alrighty, guys. Well, here are the two Emperors together one more time, just so you guys can see these two. Now, this was an exclusive head sculpt that I have on this Emperor. He did come with another head sculpt that was a little more in line with this one here, and I just don't feel like digging that out of storage right now. But as you can see, those two together. One word of note on my Emperor, my old Sideshow Emperor, I actually did a water treatment on this. And if you don't know what a water treatment is, it's where you actually like put a figure under the sink, which sounds insane in this day and age with Hot Toys figures. You actually run it under the sink, and then you kind of sculpt the fabric while it's like pliable and wet. So I did do that on my Sideshow figure. I wouldn't dream of doing that on yours, dude.
Absolutely not. But I'll say this too: when I'm comparing the both of them, there seems to be some additional like thread work in the robe, around the hood, around the sleeves, to really sort of bunch things up on Hot Toys.
Absolutely. The Hot Toys version does look superior in that way. I absolutely agree with that right there. I am actually getting kind of sold on yours. I may be purchasing yours, getting on that wait list here really, really soon to just get this version. Just the figure, not the throne. Absolutely awesome. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this edition of the Plastic Planet. You're probably wondering, who the fuck is this guy? This is our good buddy Trav. If you're a longtime subscriber or viewer of my channel, you might remember about a year ago we were over at this dude's place and watching some football, and we did a full tour of his Star Wars collection. He's a longtime Star Wars collector. We were kind of like the trinity of Star Wars collectors back in the late 90s, early 2000s. We would go out all the time. That was like our like thing to do, besides hitting up the clubs and hitting up the ladies. We also used to go to Kmart at midnight and look for Power of the Force Star Wars figures and whatnot, and 12-inch Hasbro figures. That was our thing back, before all of us went off and joined the dark side and got married. We were the crew right here. This was a collecting crew, and so like I said, we were at his house about a year ago, did a full tour of his life-size Star Wars collection. He's got an amazing Darth Maul figure, Watto. What else you have?
Well, see, the problem is I came over here in person, about 6 months ago, and it kind of reinvigorated my whole Star Wars collecting. So recently, I bought some more figures, some new shelves. I got a life-size Jawa now. It's crazy. I have been expanding to my wife's chagrin. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm loving it.
The Plastic Planet will do that to you. Going to the Plastic Planet is a lot like going to like a brothel. You might walk away with the collecting herpes. It does happen. It does happen.
It happened again.
It does happen. So I guess that's a tease. We're going to be having to go back over to Trav's house here and check out his collection in the very near future. So anyway, like I said, guys, all right, guys, to wrap this up, hope you guys enjoyed this really, really cool but quick review of the Deluxe Hot Toys Emperor Palpatine with throne, courtesy of Uncle Pat. This is his figure, his piece, and I really do appreciate you, buddy, coming over and sharing this with us today.
Absolutely.
And hey, guys, like I always say, please do like, comment, please do subscribe. We really need subscribers here on the Plastic Planet. You know what? I don't go after the latest and greatest in collectibles. You know what? I'm not about that. What you see here in the Plastic Planet are things that I enjoy buying. I buy these things not for the channel, but for myself. I'm a collector. I'm a real-world collector. So is Uncle Pat. Anything you see featured here on the Plastic Planet, I'm not chasing views. I'm just collecting like you guys are. So it is harder for me to get more subscribers than other channels that kind of chase subs. I don't chase subs. I chase collectibles, just like you. And that's right. Right, guys?
That's right.
Amen, brother.
That's right. That's right. So please do subscribe and please do share if you know someone who might, kind of dig what we do here on the Plastic Planet. All right, guys. Till next time. Hey, guys. Life is so very, very short. So get out there and fill it with some plastic crap like this. All right, guys. Later. Love you. Bye. Cheers.